All right, the recording has started.
Okay, I can hear the volume and you can't hear the microphone.
Appreciate it. All right, so first thing we're going to do is just word statements to number statements. There's a sum of 8 and x. Make sure you know that you could change that to 8 plus x.
Okay, thanks.
The difference
That's not how you spell it.
between
That's not how you spell it.
x plus or x and 7. The difference between x and 7 is 20. Make sure you know that's going to be x minus 7 equals 20.
I got you, Mr. Cole.
There's a lot of practice of that in our homework. I'm not going to write all the words. We already did that for notes. Next thing.
Do other people watch this besides our class?
Probably not, unless some reason somebody watched this next year. Some people watch the old last year's ones, like if they're in the next year. The next thing we do is evaluate the expression with the given form. So let's say if I say 2 comma 3 and I say 3y minus 8x. So what that tells me to do is I'm going to have to plug in the points into the right thing. So this is x and this is y. So all my y's becomes 3's and all my x's becomes 2's in this case. So I'm just replacing it with the proper number. And then
you're like a Twitch streamer, but math.
Yeah, one viewer though. This is on the grind.
I'm not viewing.
Small streamer grind.
I'm watching my little one.
That's how Twitch stream is the best.
I think
Enjoyed by watching something else.
3 seconds of it in the YouTube, so I'll raise the button for like 3 seconds.
That's fine. That's hopefully my over talking prevents the AI to catch it. All right, next thing we're going to do is to solve equations. You know how to solve equations. X plus 2 equals 5, minus 2 on both sides. X equals 3. 3x plus 2 equals 5, minus 2 on both sides. 3x equals 3, divided by 3 on both sides. X equals 1. So just a reminder, there's some situations where we have special situations. Let's say like 3x plus 2 equals 3 times x plus 1. Let me distribute the 3 on both sides, or 3 to everything in the parentheses. 3x plus 2 equals 3x plus 3.
They're just standing outside the door.
Minus 3 on both sides.
It's too late, Alex.
So then it's 2 is equal to 3. In this scenario, because 2 does not equal 3, that's a no solution.
That was almost over though.
So then this one, let's say it was like 4x plus 2 equals 4 times x plus 1. Or let's say 2x. Let's make it so it actually works. So it's going to be 2 times 2x plus 1. We're going to take the 2 and distribute it. So we have 4x plus 2 equals 4x plus 2. At this moment, you could figure out what the answer is, but let's pretend you didn't. Plus minus 4x minus 4x. You end up getting 2 equals 2. Because 2 equals 2, and that's always true, that means it's all real solutions. So all real numbers are our solution. For no solution, you could do a circle with a line through it. That's the null symbol. And for all real solution, it's a double backed R, so something like that, okay? Again, if you want to write them out, that's fine, but those are the symbols in case you want to go quicker.
Mr. Total, look, they help Rainbow Dash.
They help Rainbow Dash.
Is he recording?
Yeah.
I hope this goes back. Math teacher teaches lesson while student watches MLB.
Get that away from me. I don't want to be associated with that. So then,
Say hi to the class.
x plus 4 is greater than 5. Just a reminder, when you do an inequality, it works almost the same as the equation. So x is greater than 1. That's wonderful. We're going to graph the solution. Just a reminder, you put 1 in the middle. This is going to be an open circle. X is bigger than 1, so we're going to go to the right, okay?
Oh my gosh, where's the
Just a
one
reminder,
that has to, like, be really fast?
when you multiply or divide by a negative, so let's say I divide by -2, divided by -2, Then x, you gotta flip the symbol, so it's gonna be greater than or equal to. It was less than or equal to, now it's greater than or equal to -5.
That's gonna be a tough one to remember.
So just do -5 in the middle,
Mr. Vogel.
close circle. X is bigger than -5, so I go to the right.
Mr. Vogel, who's your favorite pony in My Little Pony?
Twinkle Star.
That's not a real one.
Oops, Buttercup Smash.
That's not a real one. Mr. Vogel, you suck at this.
Bubbles Butterfly.
There's a Fluttershy.
See, I was close. Rainbow Platoon, or whatever it's called. So,
Rainbow Dash?
so 2y plus 2 plus 3y. If I ask you to combine like terms, remember it's going to be that. There's going to be 5y
Well, Mr.
plus
Vogel,
2.
why do we have to combine like terms?
It was something like this.
Where did 4 come from?
I'll make it a new question.
Oh, it's this one. I
So
was a child once.
you go and distribute. Then you got 4x minus 8 plus 6x minus 30. Combine like terms. 10x minus 38. Circle that. You're done with that.
So you're a big fan. We never watched you, Richard.
I don't even know the name of that character. Or that. You don't even know who this little green girl is. That's not her name. That's what I call her.
3 more
You don't even know what a rainbow dash is.
than 5 times
Yes, you do.
a number is. That's really gonna DMC actually. It's the music. 3 more than 5 times the number is.
I really. This is how you know if the class is watching the video. They're gonna be like, Mr. Tobel, what was going on?
If they were here, they would know. 3 more than 5 times the number is 23.
Oh, it's so fun.
So in this case, you gotta not only convert it from words to equation.
Oh, you're
So
all
3
my
more than
best
5 times the number.
friend.
So 3 more than 5 times the number
I might
is
actually watch this
23.
one, 'cause I wanna know how much
Minus
I'm
3,
doing.
minus 3. Turns out that actually is the way to encourage people to watch it. Is just have them disrupt it, and then so they can watch it again. They'll be like, hey,
I mean, I don't really need to because I get it, but
x equals 4. So there'll be situations where you have to translate the word phrase.
Can you do a confusing word one again?
Sure. A confusing word one?
Yes, because I have
will
trouble.
it record it if I go on
I
the
actually
screen?
have to
No.
use my brain.
Wait, don't do that, please.
Can I
Actually.
just make a
No,
sound?
because it messes up how I'm doing it on here, so please don't do it.
Can I do it on there then?
No, because that's literally how I'm doing it.
What?
Uh,
Can I go like
3 less than a number
hey, you want to
is no more than 100. Yeah, 10.
Oh, point.
Okay, so for this one, is 3 less than a number?
So there's a 3.
So is it? So how is it?
That's huh? This is there.
Yes.
So we're doing the video. Am I doing the test on Thursday?
I'll let you do it on Friday. I'll give you an extra day.
I already have like test on Friday. Can I do them Monday or Tuesday?
We'll do it Monday. We'll do it Monday.
Oh, would it be like 3 bracket?
No, 3 less than a number. So when I say 3 less than a number, if I said 3 less than 10, I don't know a number, so we're gonna use a variable x. So 3 less than a number is gonna be x minus 3 in this case, okay? Is no more than 10. Since this cannot be bigger than 10, it must be smaller than or equal to 10. Okay? Then plus 3 on both sides. X is less than or equal to 13. Just remember that 3 less than or something less than, that's going to be the minus, and that's going to be on the second part, not the first part.
How many of those word ones do you have to test?
When I make the test, I'll let you
Just one.
For this one, there's check the solution.
Fluttershy's gone.
So what you're going to do here is, let's say if I ask you, hey, is this a solution? 10 comma 2 for this equation, 3x minus 5y equals 14.
Plug it in.
So you plug it in. So
That's
3 times 10
30
minus 5 times 2 equals 14. 30 minus 10 equals 14. 20 is equal to 14. That's not true, so you would say no for that one. That is not a solution. Reminder though, you could have like an inequality. So let's say 2, negative 3, y minus 2x is less than 0. Negative 3 minus 2 times 2 is less than 0. Negative 3 minus 4 is less than 0. Negative 7 is less than 0. In this case, this is true, so you say yes. Remember, if it's an inequality or an equal sign, it just depends if it's true or not. You say yes or no, or true or false, or however you want to say it.
Si, papi.
In that section, yes. It'll say check the solution.
So that, would that be if it's like e equals 8 or something like that?
No, I would give you the point, and you just plug it in.
Okay.
Next one is graphing. So if I ask you, please graph 3, 2, make sure you know that's 3 to the right, 2 up. If I ask you to describe the point, in this case, this is in quadrant 1. Remember, it's quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. This is the y-axis, and this is the x-axis. And then if I said something like 0, 4, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4 up here, then if I ask you to describe that, that's going to be in the y-axis, okay? If I ask you for 0, 0, what do we call 0, 0?
Nothing. X. 0.
The 0, 0? No, in a graph.
It's the center.
It is the center. What do we call that? Starts with an O.
Absolute 0. Absolute 0.
Or origin. I don't know how to spell origin. That's O-ring.
I don't think we ever learned that in this rock.
Origin. Why can't I spell right now? Origin.
O-R-I.
Yeah, origin.
Why is the hat from so long? Look at that.
Oh, I need another I. That's why. Origin. Yeah. So 0, 0 is the origin. So don't forget that, okay? That's not y-axis and x-axis. This is
Are you
origin.
gonna give us like, oh, this like why? Like, give us the.
So I give you, so there'll be one part where I give you like 3, negative 2, let's say, and then a little space here. So not only you're gonna, and I'll call it, let's say, letter A. You're gonna go to letter A in this. So that's 3, negative 2. So that'll be down here. You're gonna put an A next to it. You're gonna put an A next to it that graphs the spot, and then you're gonna tell me that's in quadrant 4. Okay.
Just okay, fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And the other thing is graphing a line. Oh, and then we have system equation. But graphing a line. So if I said y equals 2x plus 1, reminder how to graph that. You go up 1. Well, you can make a table. Just plug in 2 numbers. I suggest 0 and 1. So what I'm going to do with 0 and 1 is I'm just going to plug it into the equation. At the end of this video, I'll show the calculator. Yeah, you could have done 1 and 2. Just, it has to fit in the graph. It'll be a 10 by 10 graph, but 2 or 3. So 2 times 0 plus 1, that turns out to be 3. So, wait, none of that. That turns out to be 1.
What if you get it wrong? You show your work.
You get partial credit. So that's 1, so you get 1. So that's 0, 1, so I'm going to put a dot here. And I'm going to do the same thing for this one. We're going to plug in 1 in this case. It's a 2 times 1 plus 1. That ends up being 3. So this is 3. So I'm going to graph 1 to the right and 3 up. So that's going to be over here. After you get 2 points, that's good enough to make a line. So you just need 2 points, okay? And that makes a line.
We're just graphing
2 points and then,
so 0, 1, and 1,
In that case, yes. Depends on the question, we'll get you different y's, okay? Works for any equation, so I said y equals 2x plus 1, but if I said something like 2x plus 3y equals 10, let's say, that still works because let's say if I still put a table, x, y, let's put 0, 1 again. I still plug in 0, so 2 times 0 plus 3 times y equals 10. This disappears. 3y equals 10. This becomes a fraction. Don't be crazy if it goes over a fraction. That's okay. So that's 3.3 repeating, okay? Or a decimal, I should say. And then, yeah, because you pick the numbers, I can't control if you get a decimal or not. So, and then 1 in here, so we're going to do 2 times 1 plus 3y. Yeah, so I'm literally looking at your homework, and that's how I decide your test, okay? Minus 2, so 3y equals 8, divided by 3, divided by 3. That'd be 8 over 3, or 2.6 repeating, okay? Now, if you ever get a decimal, like 3.3 repeating, just know that's in between, let's say, 3 and 4. So as long as you graph it in between 3 and 4, I'm not going to go be crazy with like, actually, you graphed it at 3.4. No. At least 3.3. So put it in between 3 and 4. You only need 2 dots to make a line. So you learned that back in geometry. Remember, 2 dots only make a line. Or it's all you need it for anyway. And then, is there anything else? That's pretty much it. I guess the only thing is, I'm going to give you, for the graphing, or for the points at least, the points part, I'm going to also give you a situation where I tell you, like, I put a dot here, and I'll call this, let's say, E. Hey, what is E at? And you just give me 2, 1. So you give me the reverse, basically. I think the other one I said, I give you the numbers, and you graph on the graph. I'll also have the reverse, where I give you the graph, you give me the numbers, okay? All right. Any questions on any of this? Cool. Oh, wait, let me show you how to do something in the calculator. Oh, and we have to do the system equations thing. We have 2 things we have to do. Okay. So, system equations, so it's like 2x plus 1 equals, oh wait, 1y equals, yeah, sure, equals 10. 4 and 2. So let's do 2x plus 3y equals 14. Okay. That's the given equation, yeah. So in this one, this is really nice because it's already lined up for us. Like they're already the same. So we're going to subtract down. So 2x minus 2x is... because you're looking at how to get rid of the matching numbers.
So if let's say it was a 1x, then we multiply by 2.
Yes.
And then
you'll still subtract, yeah. So the trick is same sign subtract, SSS. Same sign subtract. So these are both positive 2. They're the same sign, so you subtract them. 1 minus 3 is going to be negative 2y. And then 10 minus 14 is negative 4. So we have negative 2y equals negative 4. I did not multiply. I'm subtracting. It's a big subtraction. I'm subtracting everything. Then divided by negative 2 on both sides. Y equals positive 2. You take that and you plug it into one of the original equations. I'll plug it into the top one. So it's going to be 2x plus 2, because I replaced the y with a 2, equals 10. Minus 2 on both sides. So 2x equals 8. Divided by 2 on both sides, x equals 4. So your final answer, doesn't matter which one you plug it in, you'll still get 4. Your answer, assuming you do it right, is 4, 2. To show you how to do it on the calculator, for this one, in order to put it in the calculator, so let me take the to take this question into the calculator, I need to rewrite it as y equals, okay? So I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. So y equals negative 2x plus 10. And 3y equals negative 2x plus 14. But with the calculator, basically. I'm going to divide 3 on both sides. So 3 here, divide 3 here and here. So y equals negative 2/3 x. Yes. So you could use elimination, or this one you could use the calculator. I'm going to show you how to do it in the calculator. This is going to be 14/3. Since you're going to plug in the calculator, you could just leave it 14/3. All right. So in this situation, I have the calculator here. What we're going to do...
Wait, this is the same problem. How'd you get to
I'm going to show you. So first thing, I'm going to plug in this equation, okay? So I'm going to do that. It's going to click y equals on the calculator. And I'm going to plug in this equation. Negative 2x plus 10. I'm going to plug in the second equation. The second equation in this case is, I'm going to put it in parentheses, negative 2/3, close parentheses, x plus, I'll put in parentheses, 14/3. I'm going to graph this line. I'll do zoom 6 just to make a graph. You can see the crisscross somewhere, right? Now, I wish I could kind of look and see this kind of looks like a 4-2, but I might not know. Maybe it's a 4-3. So luckily, the calculator has a system that allows me to check. I go second calc or trace. And you want to know where they crisscross. Which word represents 2 lines crisscrossing in this list? Wonderful. Intersect. So we're going to click option 5. And it's going to ask you for the first curve, second curve. You don't have to worry about anything. Just press enter 3 times. Enter, enter, enter. And it gives you the answer right on the bottom if you see that. So it's 4,2. So in this case, it's 4,2, which matches the answer we found when we did it by hand. Now this one's a little ugly because they turn into fractions, but you know, if you want the calculator, do the calculator. If you want to do it by hand, do it by hand. Okay. Is there anything else in the calculator I can do? Not the word stuff, not the algebra stuff, the graphic stuff, no. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, hope that helps.